Okay. It says I'm live. Let me know if you guys can hear me out there. Can anybody hear me? What is going on? Happy New Year. I know I'm late to the party. We're what, 18 days in now? But happy to be here. Okay, loud and clear. Hopefully not too loud. How's it going, Sean, Jerry, Chris, Justin, all of you guys? Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I know it's kind of last minute. It's funny because I've been planning all week to go live today. I mean, it's only Tuesday. I've been planning for about a week to go live today, but I didn't put anything in stone because I wasn't sure if I'd be able to. Life has been pretty hectic. As some of you know, just had a baby girl in September, and things have been a little bit chaotic around here, but it's been good. It's been a lot of fun, and she's growing like crazy, which is really cool. And yeah, I wanted to get some work done, and I thought let me take you guys along for the ride because it's been a while. So I'm just trying to brighten things up a little bit here. Just give me 1 second. That's looking a little better. And what am I up to tonight? Oh, you're asking Jerry. Oh, what are you up to, Jerry? As for me, I have 2 cars here that I want to try and tackle. I might only get one of them done, but we'll see. And yeah, these are part of the box full that I got from Las Vegas from a friend of mine. And I'm almost through the whole box, believe it or not. These are the last couple that I have to do. And hello, Couch Mom. Couch Mom Club. That would be my dearest wife, if you guys aren't aware of that. And she's saying sorry if the baby's loud. I can't hear her. But I don't think it matters if I do, because she's a part of the team. Sorry, just plugging in my laptop here so it doesn't die on me. Yeah, thanks, Jerry. These are really nice boxcars. This one here is a Walthers mainline, and this gray one that you saw earlier is just a Walthers regular line, I guess you would say. I don't really know. I'm not sure which one to do first. I honestly don't even really have a plan. I just want to get some work done. And I thought you guys could keep me company. So we're going to do that. How's everybody's evening going so far? Sean, yeah, you've had your fill of snow. Are you from Ontario as well? Because where I am, we had a dumping yesterday and it was pretty obnoxious. Just sharpening my pencil. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in ages. It's been so long. Alright, let's see here. See what we can get up to. I'm just gonna make it up as I go along this evening. Because why not? I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm doing. Hopefully. It's honestly so funny. I've had so many plans to get back into doing videos and stuff. It's just the time flies. It's like, oh, you know, I'll take a week off, take another week off. Next thing you know, it's been 5 months. It's like I didn't even realize that I've been doing this for 5 months, let alone gone 5 months without doing anything. How's it going, Paul? Good to see you here. I saw your video the other day about trees, and I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. But I'm gonna definitely check that out because I'm always looking for cool ways to make trees. And if you are in the same boat, you're looking to make some trees, I'm pretty sure Paul's gonna show you what to do. I haven't checked it out, but Paul, you've never steered me wrong so far. You do good work. I like the way you worded that, too. Back in the saddle. Yeah, we're back at it. Should play some music or something when I do this. Oh, I'm in the shot. Can't be in the shot. Hello, Kevin. Thank you for the welcome. Yeah, Chris, yesterday I was snowed in. I couldn't go to work, and I shoveled the driveway 3 times. Shoveled the driveway 3 times. Every single time I went out, it was the same amount of snow. And it was about, with the drifting, it was about, I want to say 2 to 3 feet deep in places. And yeah, it was pretty terrible. Then the plows came along, and even though the driveway was clear, they plowed a giant wall in front of the driveway so that you couldn't even get out, even though the driveway was shoveled. Couple questions here. Paul, I didn't mean to make you blush. I'm sorry, but I just tell it like it is. And I haven't had a chance to make a tree video yet, so people might as well watch yours. You know, we're in this together. That's the beauty of the hobby, right? And Dan says, do you graffiti before you weather? Yes, I do. Sometimes I graffiti afterwards if I want to make it look like something is fresh on top of an already grimy car. But typically I do it before, and then sometimes I'll do both, where I do it before, then I weather it, and then I do it again after, just add a couple little pieces here and there. And then, Sean, where do you get your inspiration from? Honestly, everywhere. Sometimes I just make it up as I go along. There's been times when I've picked a random word and went with it, and then halfway through I decided to do something different and I just changed the word. This here, I just started putting letters down and eventually it spelled a word. Yeah, the wind was nuts yesterday over here, Chris. I tried flying my drone because I wanted to get some shots of the snow, and it was all I could do to keep the thing going straight. The wind was trying to take it away from me. I need a Q-tip. How's it going, Mike? The one and only Mike, owner of these cars. Good to have you here, buddy. You'll write something in all capitals if you don't like what I'm doing, right? Just be like, "Stop it! I don't like it." Not green. Oh no. That's all good. Mike, trust me. Right, Mike? So I've gone ahead with my pencil outline, same as always. I'm gonna sound like a broken record if I talk myself through this, or if I talk you guys through what I'm doing, but for those of you who have never seen me work, 9 times out of 10, what I'll do is I do a pencil outline of what I'm gonna do, and then I put down a base coat of paint. Sometimes I use like a paint marker or even just a metallic marker. But when I use paint, I stipple it on with a Q-tip because I find it gives you a nice thin coat and it gives it kind of a cool texture. And it also makes it easier to see the pencil lines so you don't completely lose your place. Thanks, Paul. It's one of those things where you just kind of have to go for it. And I was I was talking to someone on Reddit the other day. I asked them if they hand painted their graffiti or if they used the decals, and they said no, I just used the decals. I could never do the hand painted stuff. And I said to them, I'm like, well, there are some pretty terrible graffiti artists in the world. So if you model it, or if you try graffiti and it's bad, you can just say that you're mimicking a bad graffiti artist. It's more authentic that way. At least that's what I tell myself if I'm not happy with the end result. Just be like, well, it wasn't me. It was the N scale or HO scale person that was terrible. I was just copying them. Who do we got on here now? We got Sean still. We got Chris. Did you guys have a good Christmas? Good New Year's? New Year's Eve? I hate saying New Year's. A good New Year? It's been a while. I always, and Chris, I'm sorry, man. I always realize that it's Thursday. Either on Thursday night after your live is already over, or Friday morning. I'm like, wait a second. I forgot something. Sometimes you just lose track of the days. Chris, you say you can't complain, but would anybody listen if you did? Is there a difference between the graffiti that I'm doing and tagging? Yeah, actually, I did a video about it. Actually, I think it was one of the most... No. Anyway, I did a video about it a while back. The 3 different types of graffiti. I'll just briefly run over it here. What I'm doing right now, I would consider to be a throw-up. Now, what that means is it's basically... Ah, yeah, Chris, I see what I did there. Okay, I didn't even see that. I didn't even know that. But yeah, getting off topic here. What I'm doing right now is called a throw-up. It's basically just like really quick bubble style letters, like really simplified letters that go up really fast. And here, well, I'll show you. Let me get the car. The car that I used to describe all of this in the video. So this car has all 3 different types of graffiti on it. What you're referring to is tags, which is typically just like the small scribble style graffiti that you would put up with like either just a real quick a spray can. You just sign your name really fast, or you'd use like a paint marker or something like that, or a big chisel tip marker. And then the next size up would be the throw up, which is the bubble style. Again, really fast, no real attention to detail. You're just trying to get your name up as quickly as possible so that it covers a bigger area. And essentially, you're marking your territory that way. And then a piece, which is more refined and a lot more time and effort goes into it, what you wouldn't do nearly as often because it takes time, would be something like this. Now, I'm not claiming to be an expert on any of those things. I'm typically just the guy that mimics it on the model railroads. But that's what I've seen. That's what I've seen typically is those 3 types. And I know this because I've watched some YouTube videos of graffiti artists talking about the 3 types of graffiti, not from a model railroad perspective, but from an actual graffiti artist perspective. So yeah, this one here that I'm doing is more of a throw-up style. Mostly because Mike, who owns these cars, is a real fan of the throw-up style, so I've been doing a lot of throw-ups on the cars that he sent me. And I can't complain, because I like them. They're really cool. And a lot of times I try to do a mixture of all 3, or just like 2 on one and 2 on another, and that kind of thing. But he's kind of stretching me a little bit to make me do the throw-ups and then the occasional tag here and there to fill out the layers. Because that's the thing, you want to do, you don't want to just do one. It's all you always where you see graffiti, you always see more than one because people are trying to mark their territory. You'll see a throw up or a piece, something really big, and then someone else will come along. Either someone will sign it, like they'll signature their work by putting a tag, or somebody else will come along and tag over top of it to just essentially mark their territory, like they're peeing on a fire hydrant or something like that. But yeah, thanks, Sean. It's one of my favorite videos, to be honest. Um, Mostly because I really enjoyed doing that car. It was a lot of fun. It just so happened to still have it here. Couch Mom Club. Yeah. Okay, so my wife endured a day full of throw up, but not the graffiti style. We have 3 kids, and 2 of those 3 kids had a throw up sort of a day. And thankfully they're all sleeping. Are they all sleeping, or just the 2 of them? The 2 older ones. Okay, we're gonna do something. I need tape. There it is. The baby is up. Oh man. She's been sleeping through the night pretty much though, right? Which is pretty good. There's a tank car in the siding here in town, and it was completely graffitied in an alien theme. You know what, Sean? You should have taken a picture. And I'm a little disappointed that you didn't. Because I think I would like to see that. So I'm gonna just put some tape over top of this ID number, this road number. And then we'll go from there. What should we do? Let's do something else on this side. I should show you, Sean. I just did a car the other day. I'm so speaking of not taking a picture, I'm so mad that I didn't film working on this car. I'll show it to you in just a second here. I'm kicking myself to this day. I'm gonna have to do another one like it and do another video because it was one of those things where I had a minute to just come downstairs and work on the car, and I didn't have time to set up the cameras or anything like that, so I just went for it, and I'm regretting it to this day. Let me show you. This is the car here. It doesn't even fit on the camera. But the camera's locked off right now, so I can't zoom out. But this is an auto rack. I went from side to side, top to bottom. It was a lot of fun, but I'm really frustrated with myself that I didn't actually film doing the entire project. But what can you do? Sometimes you just forget to hit record. And then this one. Kevin, I think I did one similar to that on one of yours. Maybe not exactly the same, but I'm pretty sure I did one that was side to side, top to bottom. But I can do another one. Did you send me another? I don't even remember what I have here that's yours, but I think I might have another auto rack. If I do, we'll talk. Maybe I'll do another one like it. We'll see. The one in a million. You know, it would be a pretty cool chance to see that car again. Whereabouts are you located, Sean? Maybe it's headed my way. Maybe I'll keep an eye out for it. I actually work real close to a CN yard, and I've been meaning to go and see if I can take some pictures. But, I mean, obviously with the weather the way that it is now, there's not a chance that I'm gonna do that. I have an auto rack of yours. Okay. Well, then we'll see what we can accomplish. But where I am, there's a it's not a major highway, but Highway 7, if you're from Ontario, goes right over top of the CN yard. So it's on both sides of the highway. But the problem is the highway is so busy that to stop and like take pictures and stuff would be tricky. I guess you'd have to park and then walk up the bridge. Oh, you're in Guelph. Okay. So yeah, maybe they're heading east. Who knows? Oh, we got Zokwig Nujug is on here. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. No, Chris, the yard that it's from the look of it, it's mixed freight. There is an intermodal yard. I think I know the one you're talking about. But where I am is from the look of it mixed freight. Either way, I wouldn't mind seeing an intermodal yard too. I'm very interested in how they run things. I don't know, Kev. Where is George's Trains? I don't even think I've been to George's Trains. I think every time that you've planned on going there, I've either been busy or not around. I was gonna say busy or not available, but that's redundant. Your cousin works at an intermodal yard. That's pretty cool. I mean, unless you're not into trains, then it would probably just be work. Mac Yard? I don't know. The one I work at, or the yard near where I am is Highway 7 in Concord. It's near like Highway 7 in Kiel, I believe. Alright, so we'll let those ones sit for a little bit. I'm just doing one side of each of these cars, and I'm not weathering them, so it should be pretty straightforward. The Brampton CN yard. Oh, is that the one you're talking about, the intermodal yard? I think I know the one. It's on Highway 7 near Airport Road, I believe. Sorry about that. Timed out. Time flies when you're having fun. I forgot to make sure that my camera didn't time out. And I only noticed it on the YouTube side, so whatever delay there is going to YouTube is how long it took me to realize that the thing was out. Which is super frustrating. Well, this is really bright. Let me turn this down a little bit. Can I see it now? There we go. Thank you, Bubs, our resident train expert. What's going on? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Today we're making some graffiti. Well, that's a little too dark, isn't it? It's tough when you've got the light shining right at it, because then it's hard to see whether or not you can actually see what I'm doing. but anyway, we'll figure it out. I should look into whether or not there's a way I should look into see if there's a way that I can not let my camera time out like that. Add it to the list of things to do. So Mike, are you still with us? Oh, there you are. I see you there. Do you design these yourself or do you reference photos? No, I'm making it up as I go, buddy. I'm just doing what I'm doing. In fact, Kevin mentioned a street address for George's Trains, a local train shop, and Alden looked like a word that I could do, so I did. So here we go. This is gonna say Alden. And it's as simple as that. If you're wondering where I get my inspiration from, sometimes it's just as easy as picking a random word that you see. There we go. Summa55_hole. I'm sure that's not your real name. But I don't think I've seen you on here before. What's up? How are you? Where are you from? All the nice things that you ask people when they join a stream. Is this pink one working? Is it gonna come out super dark? Oh no, that's pretty cool actually. So this is an example of a time where I would use a metallic marker instead of that paint with the Q-tip, because especially on a gray car like this, where I typically don't even need a base coat, this just looks really cool. And these markers are fantastic. I just wish they came in more colors. I'm gonna have to see if they have more colors available, because these things are great. From Chicago. I'm from Toronto. Toronto, Canada. Welcome. How's the weather down there? Up here, it's trash, to say the least. It's the most snow we've had in quite some time. Do I think... I honestly, Sean, I don't think there's going to be train shows for a while, buddy. At the rate we're going, I feel like they keep canceling them, at least in Ontario anyway. I don't even know. I was slated to do 4 shows this year, or this season, including last fall, and so far they've all been canceled. I know that the Port Hope show, as last I checked, is still in the works. Kevin, you could probably back me up on that one, or tell me if it's not happening. I don't know. But that's probably the only one I have left, if it's even still happening. And it's crap here too. Yeah. Wintertime. You know, it's funny because people in the States are always making fun of Canada for having really bad weather and it's snowy all the time and everything. But, you know, in a lot of places like Illinois and Michigan and all of these northern states, it's pretty much the same weather. It might be a little better, but it's all the same. It's just snow for the wintertime anyway. But what do you think, Sean? I know, Sean, I used to go on the Guelph doubleheader tour all the time. I went almost every year. And it was a blast. I loved it. It was so much fun. But obviously that hasn't happened for quite some time. And I have, there you go, you guys. You've heard it first. The Port Hope show of 2022 has been canceled. But 2023 is booked. So let's make it happen. I'll be prepared. But the Guelph doubleheader tour was a phenomenal excursion. It's funny though because we picked our favorite places to go and we would go to a lot of the same places every year just because the year before we couldn't see it all. Like there were some layouts that were just so big you just couldn't take it all in. So then you go the next year. You want to go back to the same places. But then they've done so much over the course of a year that you're you're looking at all new stuff and then you don't see it all. So then it's just a vicious cycle. Yeah, and I can imagine that the doubleheader tour would take a long time to come back anyway because it's in people's houses, right? It's not just like a public place where you can say, okay, well, let's just follow COVID guidelines or anything like that. You have to accommodate all the different people that are opening up their homes, right? There we go. Okay. Yeah, Kevin, you're right. The double header tour is only 1 day, and it's never enough time to get it all in. Oh, let me focus that real quick. There, that should be better. It's never enough time to get it all in. But Kevin, you were part of a tour several years ago, and they made it an entire weekend. So they had a train show in town that everyone could go to, but then they also had tours, and depending on where you were, or depending on which houses, you were on different days. So not only was it that you could have more time to go and see all the different houses, but if you were on the tour, you could also have time to go and see the houses when you yourself were not a part of the tour, like on your day off. It was pretty great. I'm just trying to wake up a paint marker here. Come on. Wakey, wakey. Oh, Woodstock had a show? I was unaware. Just trying to wake up a paint marker here. Sometimes the tips get a little bit clogged up. And so what I typically do is I try to dip it in a bit of alcohol. And a lot of times that wakes it back up, but this one's giving me trouble. Let's see if I have another tip. Yeah, that tour was by CARM, the Canadian Association of Railway Modelers. That was a while ago, wasn't it? It's been a long time. Do you remember what year that was? That was quite some time ago. Oh, I think we're getting somewhere now. I think I got my paint marker working. He's alive. F40, yes. Yes, I am. I am here. I am alive. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be alive. How have you been, man? I haven't seen you put a video out in a while myself. Or maybe it's that I didn't click the bell. I don't know. Or YouTube, it doesn't want me to see your videos for some reason. I don't know. How are you? "2014, yeah, that was quite some time ago. It might have even been before 2014. I'm pretty sure. come on, paint marker. Don't do this to me. There we go. Do you sketch graffiti only on trains? I sketch graffiti, but mostly on paper. The most I do on paper is just to plan out what I'm going to do on trains, to be honest. I would say that trains are more my hobby than graffiti is, so that's why you would see me mostly doing it on trains. That's not to say that I wouldn't just pick up a sketchbook and do some graffiti, but it's typically for the purpose of eventually doing whatever I sketched. Whether it be just an idea in a sketchbook, I would then eventually end up doing that on a train as well. So yeah, yes and no. What's Hade, Caleb? What does that mean? Editing is a pain. Oh man. I get it. I definitely get it. I wouldn't say it's a pain though. You can do it, man. You just gotta find a day and just knock them all out of the park in one day. Just get at it. Oh no. Heath was live too? Oh man, I'm sorry about that. Heath, if you're watching, sorry. I didn't realize that you were also live. There should be like a schedule. I mean, Chris, you've pretty much carved out Thursdays and Sundays. But after that, oh, and then you've got Hillbilly on Wednesdays. But other than that, I don't really know what everybody else's schedule is. I honestly, I see a day, I'm available, I have the time to set up the cameras, and I just go for it. Otherwise, I'll typically just work on a car just when I have the time, but I don't film it. It's another reason I want to eventually just have the cameras set up full time so that I can just come and hit record. Every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Well, Heath, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to find your channel again and shoot you a little message and apologize. It's the Canadian way. Well, hopefully he had a good live. And you know, the other thing too is I keep forgetting that it's Tuesday. All day long it felt like a Monday because yesterday we were snowed in and I didn't go anywhere. So today, being the first day back to work, it felt like a Monday. So that threw me right off too. So I think even if I knew that Heath went live on Tuesdays, I probably would have thought, well, it's Monday, so I don't have to worry about it. Saturday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Anybody else? Anybody else go live on any given day? I know F40 you go live sometimes, but it's typically just whenever you feel like it, if I'm not mistaken. I know I've stumbled across your live a couple of times, but I don't know if, do you have a schedule? I'd love to get to a place where I could do a scheduled live, but again, I kind of just do them when I know I have the time. Now, Artie, are you in... I notice your name is Osmerica. Are you in Australia or America? That's the million-dollar question. And thank you. You should get back into it, buddy. Trains are a lot of fun. And as you can see, if you already sketch on paper, sketch the graffiti on paper, just do it on the trains too. Why not? It's fun. I think this paint marker's on its last legs though. Come on. Yeah, my paint marker's on its last leg. That's really frustrating. You're in Australia. Alright. That's a place I'd love to go one day, is Australia. I've always been interested in visiting Australia. One day. We'll see. It's a long flight. Okay, I'm gonna have to let this white marker rest a bit. Let the lid go. I don't even know. We'll find it later. So in Australia, it's essentially like your summer down there, right? Right now, the weather is opposite, which confuses me sometimes. But that's pretty cool. Yeah, Sean, to answer your question, do I do weathering as well? Yes, I do. On these particular cars, I'm not, because these cars are going to my friend Mike in Las Vegas, who wants to weather them himself. So I'm just doing the graffiti, and then I'm going to send them back to him, and then he's going to weather them. So I'm going to make him promise that he sends me photos when they're done so that I can post them. I'll probably post them on my Reddit page or something, or I'll have him do it, because I'm just as curious as you are to see what these things look like when they're done. But yeah, I do weathering as well. Sometimes I do just weathering, but I typically do the graffiti first because I really enjoy it. So now this one's done, and I want to get a good shot of it. There we go. All right. Takes away the entire thing pretty much. Yeah, and Kevin, you're really good at weathering too. So let me finish this one off with a couple of little scribbles here and there. You're gonna send me lots of pictures after they're weathered. All right. I'm really looking forward to it, Mike. Is this one working? The problem with drawing 90% of the time on plastic is that markers die really fast. So to make sure that you actually have one, that's not dead is kind of annoying sometimes. James, graffiti is not part of your era. What if you did like Joni Loves Chachi? But that's impressive for a car to go clean under the subway and then come out a half hour later covered in graffiti. They were waiting. They were ready to go. They had their backpack full of spray cans ready to go. That's hilarious. All right, so that one I'm pretty happy with. Can I get even a scribble out of this white? There we go. Something? Anything? The thing about the tag style is in this scale, it doesn't even have to make sense. It can literally just be a scribble and people will be happy with it. Half the time it's illegible in the size that it is. They were actually on the train. Okay. Yeah, so they didn't waste any time. Not that I condone actual graffiti. But that's hilarious. I'm gonna use the black again. Thank you. Now, human city. Is that Heath? I'm sorry. And M&M Rails. Mark, how's it going? I'm still awake because I'm always awake at this time. Mark, I don't know why you're still awake. You're probably gonna have another snow day tomorrow. I don't even know. I'm awake because this is the only time I have to really get any work done on graffiti. So, here I am. Heath, if that's you, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go live on a night that you go live. I was informed that you go live on Tuesdays, and I completely forgot that you go live, and that you even, or that it was even Tuesday, rather. But here we are. Mark, I'm just seeing your message now. I'm way more interesting than Heath. Okay. The audience has spoken. Tuesdays are mine now. No, that's not fair. I can't do that to you, Heath. But hey, we've been talking, haven't we, about potentially being on each other's live, if I'm not mistaken. I think that would be cool. When did you used to do lives? Because I remember it wasn't Tuesdays before, was it? Wasn't it Thursdays or Fridays? I can't remember. I don't even know. I'm talking like I actually know what I'm saying. Tuesdays with Tim. You know, I like that, Mark. I really do. Artie, when are you live? I would love to join your stream. I think that would be fun. Oh, we got a little bit of bleeding going on here. That's okay. It's all good. There we go. Sometimes the paint markers and the metallic markers don't like each other, but we make it work. So yeah, that's about it for that one as well. I'm just gonna sign this. Hopefully that didn't time out for too long, because my camera likes to time out on me. But yeah, M&M Rails. Mark, have a great night. Have fun at school tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully you can actually go to work and enjoy being a teacher. I don't think I'm going to be on for much longer myself, to be honest, because I'm pretty sure I'm happy with these. Just give it a couple scribbles here and there to finish it up. Heath, be nice to my friend Mark, man. You guys are coming for each other in the comments, and I don't think I like it. I kid. I know it's all in good fun. I dropped my marker. I'm pretty satisfied with the outcome of this. So we've got, let me give it a couple more actually. Where's my purple? Does this one work? Yeah, this one works as well. You can't believe I used that street name for no. Why not, Kevin? Why not? I used that street name because I wanted to. Because they make it like that. That's why I use that street name. So why don't you, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Just go ahead and subscribe. If you haven't. Because I would greatly appreciate it. James, you're saying you have an auto rack I could graffiti for you. Yeah. I would enjoy that. I actually really enjoy doing auto racks. So if you are serious, shoot me an email and we'll talk about it. But yeah, I think for an evening of chatting with you guys, I'm pretty happy with the results. I am gonna sign off because it's getting late. I know it's past some of your bedtime, and I want to respect that. But I appreciate you guys coming on. It was a lot of fun. I know it's been a while. I have a lot of plans to do more videos coming up. I know I say that all the time, but I'm being genuine here. I'm really excited. I'm really excited about what I have in store for this year. What this year has in store for me, I guess you would say. I don't know. I'm excited. And it's going to be fun. So hopefully you guys are along for the ride. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, feel free to do so. And if you have another friend in the hobby, feel free to share this with them. Share the channel with them. It's a lot of fun when we're all involved. So until next time, I was about to say the slogan of a different YouTube channel. That's not even mine. Until next time, don't forget to write, shoot, edit, repeat. That's not even anywhere close to what I say at the end of the videos. Yeah, thank you, Mark, for sending me these cars. I had a lot of fun. And until next time, remember, they make it like that.